Relate to the feeling of falling out of love with something because I've fallen out of love with pop culture, something that was so crucial to my life. I'm 32 and predominantly my entire life I've had a value of pop culture. And the reason why is because I grew up in front of a TV screen with amazing shows and amazing shows, amazing technology, characters, stories, conflicts between characters. And as I got exposed to more and more content over the years, my horizons started to broaden and I became more emotionally invested. Follow that up with then better technology with the internet and a staggering amount of new content and new amazing worlds and character conflicts. And it was just cool, man. It was just like, I loved it. That was just me, and all my friends were the exact same kind of people and we're all talking about all those different cool things. And I realized now over the past couple of years that love has started to dwindle. So what happened? Well, there's a lot to do with the industry because the industry has definitely changed. And it also is a lot to do with the fact that I finally have caught up to so many different things. I finally have closure. I finally have resolution to all these different shows and games and all these different things that I was exposed to over the year. I've had enough experience to be able to say, cool, I'm willing to move on. And then from the actual industry standpoint, things have definitely changed. It's so much more difficult now for all these different production companies to create new content because it's more of a gamble. It's more of a financial risk. If for every one new studio that makes something that is profitable, there are 10 studios that make something, and as a result of a business loss, the studio has to close. And we're talking sales targets in the millions of dollars that need to be reached. So I've noticed that these studios are now it's so much safer just to play the game of sequels and play the game of retouching or reshaping all these different shows. That's why we have the from VHS to DVD to Blu-ray to whatever the next step is. In the gaming spectrum, we have the redos or the HD remakes. There's so much of that now. If you look at some of the best games that came out in the past couple of years, all of them are just remakes. So the studio is definitely saturated. Where's the cool new stuff? Where's the novelty? Where's the passion in the work? Where's the strong character writing? Is it just me, or do you have superhero fatigue as well? When was the last time that you actually went to go to the movie to see something that was completely original and that wasn't a sequel or that wasn't a redo or a rehash? So I definitely noticed that, it's just time. I fell out of love with pop culture. That's not to say that it's completely done and dusted and never again, because there's still things that I want to return to. There's still things that I have some vested interest in now, ongoing shows. And it just means, though, that it's not a focus anymore. It's not I need to get through this. I need to watch these shows, or I need to get closure. It's now just, I want to watch something because I'd love to watch it, as opposed to I need to get this thing done so that I can get closure and move forward with my life, because that's how I was operating. It's kind of weird, but it's when that's your value, when that's your passion, that's your focus. So this video is kind of like it's a goodbye. It's a goodbye. And that would mean that I need to redo my my social media branding. I need to redo the intro video for the YouTube channel. I just need to redo. But that's okay. It's cool. I'm cool with that. And I'm happy with the next step. So let me know if you can relate to something, if you can relate to falling out of love with something that you were so passionate about. What was that thing? And, how did it affect you? And how did you move forward? It would be cool to hear that. Anyways, that's all I got for tonight. And if you missed yesterday's video, this video is part 2. Yesterday's video was talking about values and how the values that you choose to live by, or rather, let me say, once you know what your values are in life and you choose to just live in line with those values, then life becomes effortless. And so I realized that pop culture was no longer a very strong value in my life. So that's why I'm making this, to say goodbye. Tomorrow's video is part 3. It's the last part of this little trilogy of mine. And we're going to talk about the great work. What is your great work? Some people never figure out what their great work is. Some people know, but they maybe lack the courage or the know-how or to do it. So for a while, I've known what my great work is. And we're going to talk about that tomorrow, because my great work is you're definitely going to see some major changes in this channel once I announce what that great work is. And I'm very interested to see how things go. The way I see it, folks, is that I want to live till 100. I really do, as a minimum. And if I delay my great work, it seems like it's a waste of time. There's no better time to start than right now. So tomorrow we're going to talk about the great work. See you tomorrow.